4th episode, the Palomar knot. This is Toit Fishing. I'm Warren, that's Jasper. Great to have you with us. Let's see if we can get some upsets on the leaderboard. Let's see if we can get maybe a new leader. That Charlie knot really pushed it up. I mean, it's going to be a tough call to beat him, especially on the monofilament, but let's take a look. This is a great knot. Check out our how-to if you're unsure about the Palomar knot, and check out our monster knot shakedown if you want to know a bit more in-depth look at the knot and see all the sort of issues that can arise with this knot. So, remaining unbiased, monofilament, braid, fluorocarbon, £10, £30, £50, £80, £100, all those lines tested, all the results compared back to our tested mainline strength, the actual 100%, not what's stated on the manufacturer's box or container. Batch control on all the lines, all the results converted to percentages and compared back to the mean line strength versus the mean knot strength. One of the areas I wanted to look at during knot testing was the slippage of this knot. I have had it slip once before, possibly because I cut the tag too short, but we did 450 tests and we did not have a single knot in all the line types, braid, monofilament, fluorocarbon, not one knot slip. Every piece of line snapped, so much so that it snapped for every single line type in exactly the same place. That's how consistent this knot was. Brilliant, really. We haven't seen this yet on any knot. Remarkable, just that in itself. So tip of the day specifically for the Palomar is this knot has a shortfall. This knot will fail in exactly the same place for all the line types, and that happens basically where this knot is. You've pulled it up, you're fishing with it, and you put extra strain on it over and beyond of what you've actually tightened it to, and this line will eke out of the knot very slowly, and it actually causes these serrations to develop on the standing end that's pulling out of the knot. Time and time again, it will snap exactly there. It's just so abrasive within the knot that it just causes it to break. This is the important bit. The doom bit or the destruction bit of the knot only really applies to lines 30 pounds and above. On lighter lines, there's no issues. You can use the knot all day long. Oh, so just another quick bonus tip, also mainly for the Palomar. Another area where the knot really struggles, and this is particularly for braid and monofilament, is the position of the loop. For fluorocarbon, however, because of its extra hardness, it does cope with the loop in either position. So at the top or at the bottom. If you're unsure of what we're talking about with the loop position, check out our monster knot shakedown. When the knot's completed, the loop can either be on the top or the bottom. So again, on monofilament braid, just make sure you've got the loop going through the middle of the knot and not on the end, because you will cause additional serrations or cutting in of the line. So let's take a look at the knot data and see how all the lines behaved under this destructive load, especially the heavier ones. Monofilament, let's see how we did. Pay particular attention to the heavier gauge lines and see how these fared. Right, £10 monofilament, 13.8 pounds actual measured line strength, a center loop position and 94.08% mean knot strength. £30 monofilament line, 42.2 pounds on the actual measured line strength, a center loop position again with 80.59%. On £50 monofilament line, we had 66.79 pounds, center loop position again with 81.63%. On £80 monofilament line, we had 103.53 pounds actual measured line strength, center loop position again, and 76.09% mean knot strength. On £100 monofilament line, we had 117.96 pounds with a center loop position again, 86.36%. Fluorocarbon, 100% fluorocarbon. I was expecting the same results as monofilament, but however, I was pleasantly surprised. Let's check it out. That extra abrasion resistance within the line does really help this knot out a lot. So let's have a look at the results. So £10 fluorocarbon line, we had 11.41 actual measured line strength, center loop position again, 85.79%. For £30 fluorocarbon line, we had 27.59 pounds actual line strength, center loop position again, 82.15%. For £50 fluorocarbon line, we had an actual measured line strength of 42.35 pounds, centre loop position again, and 81.98%. For £80 fluorocarbon line, we had an actual measured line strength of 58.68 pounds, centre loop position again, 86.37% mean knot strength. So for Braid, we had a variety of interesting results. Again, slightly disappointed. I don't want to give them too much away here, but slightly disappointed with the heavier line results. Let's take a look. So on £10 braided line, the actual measured line strength was 21.7 pounds. Centre loop position, do not put the loop on the end. It really deteriorates the knot. And a mean knot strength of 79.28%. £30 braided line, 32.16 pounds. Centre loop position again, and mean knot strength of 80.62%. On £50 braided line, 55.05 pounds on the actual mean line strength, centre loop position again, and 73.84%. On £80 braided line, 85.89 pounds, centre loop position again, and droppings to 62.86%. So yes, the Palomar's really struggling now with the heavier gauge lines, as you can see from the results. And on a £100 line, 93.74 pounds, centre loop position again, and still struggling, 73.42%. Well, remarkable knot. If we're looking at all those three line types, if we were only looking at £10 line, I mean, this is the world's strongest knot so far we've tested by a mile. I mean, it's a fantastic result, really. However, we're gauging it on a wide variety. Let's see the summed up results and see what we got. All right, so the monofilament leaderboard, let's check out the results. 83.75%. Trilene holds on to the #1 spot. The doom and gloom of the mono was definitely in the heavier lines. We saw the results earlier. Really struggled. So just remember that tip. £30 or less, you got no problem. £30 or more, I would question your knot selection for sure. Fluorocarbon, let's take a look. 84.07%. Oh my gosh, can't believe it. Like, we're only 4 knots into the world's strongest knot, and I can't believe the margin, like 0.05% between the Trilene and the Palomar. Can you believe it? I mean, that's just like ridiculous. So over 900 knots, let's say, we've got a margin of 0.05. It would be good for you to go back, look at the 2 videos and look at the lighter and the thinner lines and see where the 2 knots really fought it out. But I mean, gosh, if you're going with fluorocarbon, either or not, generally is going to do you. What a margin is that? Brilliant. Can't believe how close that is. Hey, you think 900 knots and like 0.05%. Yeah. Ridiculous. Right, so for Braid, 74% on the nail. So again, into second place, behind the Trilene. Seems to be a little bit of a thing going there with the Trilene and the Palomar. But nonetheless, still a good result. Certainly better than the old clinch and improved. Got another 4 or 5% there on those 2. So yeah, remarkable really. So I guess Jimmy and Ricky, they're still hanging in there. Can you believe it? This is Toit Fishing. You've just watched the Palomar knot get destroyed or sent to its doom, whatever you like. I'm Warren, that's Jasper. Thanks for joining us. Grab a brew. And just a quick reminder, like, subscribe, get on our website. We could do with your support. We're enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Take care. From rubbing against itself within the knot is where it falls to its doom. You think that's too dramatic?
It's just a little.
I'll soften it up. It's destruction. So look, this knot will fail in exactly the same place for all the line types, and that happens basically where this knot is